Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to improve your credit score. Now, the big picture goal, you're going to have to focus on two areas and do that simultaneously in order to improve your credit score, and that is building credit while at the same time removing those errors, those blemishes, those negative items on your credit reports, because that's what's damaging and dragging your credit score down. FICO, Fair Isaac Corporation, is the company responsible for calculating your credit score, and they do that based upon the information contained on all three of your credit reports, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And now listen, your credit score is a lot like your grade point average. You can be acing every single class, but if you're failing underwater basket weaving, it's going to screw your GPA all up. The exact same principle applies with your credit score. If you've got a credit report and you've been using your accounts responsibly for 40 years, but you end up with a $150 debt collection, your credit score is still the same, going to be jacked all up. FICO, Anthony Sprague, the spokesman for FICO, openly says and acknowledges the fact that if you have a collection on your credit report, no matter if it's paid or unpaid, it can damage your credit score by up to 100 points. That's huge. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, we've got 3 tips for building credit. The first is to start by creating a trail of positive payment history on all 3 of your credit reports. And this can be done pretty easily simply by paying your bills on time. But the point and the takeaway is we need to create a trail of positive, responsible, on-time payment use. The second tip is to show available unused credit. And this is most helpful with revolving lines of credit, such as a credit card. And the idea here, we're focusing on your amounts owed, that little category when your credit score is calculated, and that's worth roughly 30% of your overall score. Now, it's also called your utilization ratio, but as a rule of thumb, they may want to try to keep your balance at roughly 30% or less. For example, with a $1,000 credit limit, you'd have a monthly balance of about $300. But the idea, and it makes some sense, if you apply for financing and you have, just as an example, $20,000 of available unused credit versus the applicant that applies for financing and his credit card is maxed out, naturally, with available unused credit, you're going to appear as a more responsible, credit-worthy individual. So the takeaway there is to have available unused credit. And then third and final, and this of course is obvious, with responsible use, we're going to be creating, in on-time monthly payments, we're going to be creating a trail of on-time positive payment history. We're also going to help your utilization ratio, your amounts owed, and this is going to help with building credit. This is important. This is 30% of your credit score, but don't neglect, we have to. I mean, it is mission critical. We have to get those F's for underwater basket weaving off of your credit report, because with those on there, it's just like with your GPA. It's virtually impossible to get a good quality credit score if you have damaging negative items on your credit report. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full scoop. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Please subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about how to deal with debt and deal with those aggressive debt collectors. So subscribe and have a wonderful day. Looking forward to talking to you again here soon.